Hello, good evening. I am Kamau Kujichagulia, and this is On the Case with Kamau Kujichagulia, where each week we bring you some tremendous information right here from the heart of Trenton, New Jersey, the capital of New Jersey. And we try to bring you good information that helps you. Come on, son. Where you at? This is my co-host. This is Michael Harmon. Michael Harmon looks like he's frozen in time right now. Okay.
There it is.
There he is. Hello, son.
What's up, Pop? How are you?
Well, doing pretty good this week.
You looking good over there.
I feel well. Yeah, I like this shirt. It comes out well on here.
Yes, it does.
Okay, let's get started because we got a lot of stuff, that's been going on.
What's been going on?
Trucks.
I did not notice the trucks this week.
I was out one night coming down Calhoun Street, and one of the viewers had mentioned the trucks on Calhoun Street, and I saw them. Tractor trailer trucks, not just it was the whole truck. Two of them parked right there by right across the street from the firehouse. He put it like that. What's the name of those places where Lynn used to live?
25. North
25. North 25. Yep. Hi, Dana. Yes, we're on trucks again. You know, I'm a stickler for these trucks because they shouldn't be on. And I don't understand. Now they got rid of the trucks over here on Southeast Field, but it's not a Southeast Field law. It's a Trenton law. So wherever the police see trucks, they should make sure that they get rid of them off of our streets. We shouldn't have to delineate which street has trucks. They should be getting rid of trucks off our street, period. Do your job. That's all I ask for.
Just do your job.
That's all. I don't want you to do nothing new. Because a lot of times, they show police and they say, oh, this police is jumping rope with the girls, blah, 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 blah. Isn't that nice? I don't want you to jump rope with the girls. That ain't your job. I want you to do your job. If trucks ain't supposed to be parked on the Trenton streets overnight, then make sure trucks are not parked on Trenton streets overnight.
Where would the trucks on Calhoun Street even be at? On the other side of Calhoun Street, across from North 25?
Yeah. Not on the side. They going towards Bellevue.
Okay.
So two big ones, two great big ones. I'm
gonna go out there and check them out tomorrow.
Tomorrow night. Now, this is seldomly that I'm out driving around at night anymore, but I happened to go to a Black History Month program at Mount Zion. Larry Ham was there. Let's talk about Larry Ham. All right. Larry Ham is running for Senate here in New Jersey.
Okay.
And he was the featured speaker at this Black History Month program, given by the Trenton Nonviolence Committee. What's his name? Divine Monty. Okay. So he was the keynote speaker there. And Larry's a funny guy, man. Larry got there and he said, look, I can't stay because I have two other stops later on. I got to be in New Brunswick. I got to be in Livingston. But once that man got to run in his mouth and talking, he just stayed and stayed and stayed.
That's what he do.
but he is very real about voting and the people that we vote for. Like he says, you know, you have to vote for people who are going to do things for us. And you know, we've been voting for. I mean, who's running? The mayor? No, not the mayor. The governor's wife is running, and then some other dude is running. I forget who. Wang Andrew Wang? No, that's the one who's in for president. Somebody. Anyway, these two are these are the only two that you read about in the white media. You know, you don't ever talk about Larry. You know, but they ain't gonna do nothing for us. They're
Nothing.
not gonna do a thing for us. That just reminded me, John Harmon, because Murphy has been talking about involving more black businesses into the purchasing decisions for New Jersey for
Okay.
years. For not just Murphy, but every governor we've ever had. You know,
Very little follow through.
huh?
Very little follow through.
There is no follow through. They were talking about that black businesses get actually do less than 1% of all the business that's done with the state. It's more like less than 0.5% of all the business that the state gives out goes to black businesses. And I did a survey, a national survey. I don't think it was, I don't know, either 2005 or 95 or something. Anyway, every, I don't know, 7 years or so, the U.S. Census comes out with the business census, you know? And I took the business census and it showed that in that year, whatever year it was, that that black businesses were getting about 0.25% of all business in the United States.
Huh.
All right. Did you hear what I said?
2.5%.
No. I didn't say 2.5. I said 0.25. Okay. I therefore went back in time to 1885 census to see what we were doing back in 1885. We were doing 0.33%.
So we were doing better back then.
In 1865, we were doing better than we were doing in 1985, 95, or 2005, I forget. Okay. And then, you know, they came up with the figures today because they just got finished doing, state just got finished doing a disparity study, which they were working on for the past 7-8 years. And it said basically that's what we are getting now. Okay, less than 1% of all the business in New Jersey, that's what we're getting now. So, you know, and you know, I'm tired. I've been fighting that for 40 years, man. For 40 years, I've been fighting, throwing
and
at people, at the state, at the county, at the city, even just fighting my butt off about, you know, black businesses, especially in my case, black newspapers getting a part of the money given out by government agencies that taxpayers fund, the government. Okay, and not just the government, but the businesses that the government funds, like hospitals and universities and local government, you know, because by they're required supposedly by Title VI, in which is one of the here's Title VI. I don't know. I know one of the laws that they're required that if you get any federal, state, any taxpayer money, that you cannot discriminate in how you spend that money. In other words, you got to give it to white people, black people, red people, yellow people, orange people,
everybody has to be included.
Right, right. But they don't do it. Like I said, we get less than 1%. We get less than 1/2 of 1% of that money. And I've been fighting this for years and years and years.
I can see why you're tired, Pop.
You know? And so, when they had a meeting, John Harmon with the African American Chamber of Commerce of New Jersey, they had a discussion about it today. And it was very informative. It was very well done. Excellently well done. But I said, I ain't got I know these mugs it's that way because they want it that way. And all the talk, and it's been that way since at least 1865.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But anyway, Larry Ham was saying that, we have to start voting for people who say and will do what we want them to say and do.
Exactly. What's he say about if there's nobody in the race who's going to do what we say, what we need them to do? Like, who do we vote for at that point?
Well, I guess you don't vote for nobody.
Okay.
What's the sense? I know he didn't say that, but I'm saying that. You don't vote for nobody.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta write this down.
I've been saying that for a few years now. It's time for us to sit there and show the pride we have in America by doing an American right, and not voting is also a right, especially if we do it collectively as a group of people that will show unity and power. So I'm the no vote type.
That's what they did. This week in Michigan, was it? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They voted uncommitted. Okay, 100,000 people came out and voted uncommitted. They would not vote for Biden in the primary. They voted uncommitted, and that's been the big story, on the news ever since then. Because people aren't voting for Biden because he's not giving them what they want.
He's giving nothing.
And that's what we have to do. We have to be very selective and very discriminating in who we vote for. If somebody's not going to do for us, why the hell are we voting for?
I have no idea. Because our ancestors fought for the right for us to vote.
For us to vote. No, they fought for us, the right for us to vote or not to vote. They vote for our freedom to do what the hell we wanted to do.
They voted for our progression.
Exactly.
Voting was a way to get to, was getting the ability to vote, was showing our progression. But continuing to vote for people that do not serve our interests is not in our best interest at all.
Not only who don't serve our interests, but actually are against our best interest.
Yes.
I mean, it's crazy. It's insanity. If you continue to do something over and over again and you get the same, that's insane.
That's insanity.
And
we've been voting for decades, centuries for one party, and for what? For less than 0.5% of the wealth of this country.
For the same thing we were getting in 1865. And you know what? It's not like we've always voted Democrat, because before Franklin Delano Roosevelt,
1955,
no, goes back further. Roosevelt back in the 30s, 40s, black people were Republicans, the party of Lincoln. So we voted as in a block for Republicans, and they didn't do shit for us. Mm-hmm. So we said, okay, let's shift to Democrats. And so it's not like we haven't done something about it. But we got Democrats right now. Like we got Murphy, we got Bonnie Watson Coleman. I mean, what happened? We got
She's been in there for years.
Huh?
She's been in there for years.
Yeah, what's the mayor's name? Gussiora. I mean, but Trenton is still Trenton. You know what I mean? When Trenton was white, Trenton was good. Trenton got a lot of things done. The capital of New Jersey looked like the capital of New Jersey. Mm-hmm. It functioned like the capital of New Jersey. There was money here. There was hotels. There were department stores. There was business opportunities. All over. I mean, there was housing. But once Trenton started turning black, then the Democrats said, "Well, the hell with it," and it's been that way since then. So why the hell would we want to vote for? Continue to vote for them? But we do, like you say, religiously, because that's what we've been doing.
That's what we trained to do.
Right. Now hold it. I wouldn't vote for. I'll tell you right now. I wouldn't vote for Biden. I don't care. I can't say because I can't say I wouldn't vote for him under any circumstances. But under most circumstances, I would never vote for Biden again, ever. And I tell you why. Because he has allowed this human carnage. He not only allowed, he has supported and joined in and been complicit.
Wholeheartedly supported.
In this human carnage going on in Gaza of the Palestinian people, and he has said that regardless of what Israel does, he will support them regardless. And to me, that is totally irresponsible. It's irresponsible for say he would regardless. Now, like I say, I wouldn't vote for Biden, but there are things that would make me vote for Biden. If he came up, he said, "Okay, I'm gonna give you reparations. I'm gonna give every black person $1 million reparations, plus a $20 trillion fund for the community," I vote for Biden in a second. It'd be boom. If he said, if you holding a gun to one of my grandchildren's head or to my head, I said, sure, I'll vote for Biden. It would be irresponsible for me to not to. It's irresponsible of that man to say that regardless of what Israel does to whatever they do, whether it's to the Palestinian people or whatever, that he would still support them. That's bullshit. And as long as he does, he can almost be guaranteed he won't get my vote at all. But Larry Ham will. Because Larry Ham came in there. He talking about, well, look, we going to get some reparations. He's going to put a bill forward on reparations. He's going to put a bill forward for universal health care. He's going to put a bill forward on things that we need specifically here in the black community. And that, what's her name? Tammy Murphy and this other dude, I forget who else is running.
I have no idea.
Huh?
I have no idea, Pop.
Somebody else is running for it in New Jersey. I don't. I forget. Anyway, they haven't said anything about helping black people. Nothing. So
And they won't.
no, they won't. They
They
won't.
won't.
Yeah. But and black people, you got to stop supporting people who won't support you. You have to. If Trump wins, well, okay, he ain't doing nothing for you. They ain't doing nothing for you. It doesn't make a damn difference to us. Ain't nothing gonna make a difference. So you gotta worry about that. You gotta understand that. And
You got
because since 1885 to 1865 till today, our businesses are the same, getting the same amount of business out of this country as we got in 1865. There has been no improvement, none. Matter of fact, it's actually going back a little bit. We actually get a little bit less of total business in America than we got over almost 200 years ago. Come on, that should tell you something. When I figured that out, I said, "What? That can't be right. I must have dropped a decimal somewhere." You know?
But that's the plan, and if that's the plan, I mean, their plan has taken into account that we're gonna fight for what we want, what we need. What's the fight for? I'm not,
I don't know.
what's the
I don't
fight
know.
for?
I don't know. But Larry Ham is running for Senate. He's running for the Senate. Vote. We need to come out in the primary. We need to get him, and he's running on the Democratic ticket. We need to make him the Democratic candidate for. I mean, look, we got what 2 million black people in this state.
And he's running for New Jersey senator, right?
New Jersey senator. Right now, our senators are Menendez and what's that dude? Cory Booker. Cory Booker, he's a black man, I think. But have you heard anything from Cory Booker in this neighborhood? Anything?
No.
Anything?
No.
You know?
No.
He's one of them supporters of Biden. He's one of those supporters of Israel.
Yeah, he's an AIPAC dude.
You know? Come on. I don't have anything against Israel if they wasn't killing Palestinians. But you gonna go around killing Palestinians? I got something against you. Let me tell you what's happening over there, though. Lately, I've been looking. Some countries like Jordan and I think Turkey, they've been making airdrops, parachuting down supplies into Gaza. Since Israel won't open the borders, they've been flying over and sending supplies down. Tons and tons of supply. Not barely enough to really make a dent into what those people need. But at least these countries are beginning to do something.
Those countries are taking the risk because I mean they're basically daring Israel to shoot us down.
You know what? Screw them. I ain't. I'm sorry. To me, it ain't enough. They should have been doing it from day one. They should have been on the front lines saying, no, this can't happen. I'm glad they doing it. Brazil, Brazil has a big thing now with Brazil. Lula down there in Brazil has said that what's going on is like Netanyahu is like Hitler, and these people are like the Nazis and doing this is like the Holocaust. Boy, that has them damn Israelis up in arms. You can't compare this to. Yeah, you can.
Yeah, you can.
He did. Shit.
You can.
If you don't, you know what? If you don't want to be compared to the Holocaust, then you shouldn't be doing things that bring that to people's minds. You know what I mean?
Makes sense. Makes
Sounds
sense.
good to me, you know.
Yep.
You know, but anyway, you know, I'm kind of disgusted with the world's reaction. I mean, they've been, you know, a lot of lip service, but you know, very little active service.
That's all that's going on is a bunch of talk.
A bunch of talk and diplomacy and shit like that. Nah, 40,000 people dead, 20,000 children in 4 months. Come on. Come on. You know, everybody in this country ought to be up in arms. Everybody in this country ought to be up in arms. But I tell you, oh man, that young man who burned himself up.
Oh man.
Man.
That was ugly.
No, that was beautiful.
Yeah, in a ugly
Sort of
way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh man, yeah, he free Palestine.
Yeah.
Free
You
Palestine.
know? But burn. Let me see.
What we're talking about is there was a young, I believe he was a Marine.
He's an airman.
And he was in the Army.
Yeah, Air Force.
Air Force, but into one of the U.S. embassies, in front of the U.S. embassy. I forget which
Israeli
country.
embassy.
In front of the Israeli embassy. I forget which country it was in.
Aaron Bushnell. He was here.
It was in America.
Yes. Ooh. Yes. It was right here in America.
Ooh.
His name was Aaron Bushnell. Remember that name. Aaron Bushnell. He felt so strongly against what America and what Israel is doing to the Palestinians that he burned himself to death. And his dying words were
Free Palestine.
Free Palestine. While he was burning.
He went in front of the embassy, set up his camera, went and positioned himself, poured some liquid over his head, over his body, and then lit himself on fire. And his dying words were "Free Palestine."
Free Palestine. Can you imagine? I couldn't do that.
No, me neither.
Nah, you know. You know, but it and you know what happened? The major white media in this country ignored it. They ignored it. And if they said anything about it, they didn't say that he was protesting the war in Gaza. They said that maybe he had mental problems.
Mm-hmm.
You know, for a day, 2 days, they tried to gloss over it. But see, nowadays there's social media. You know, and social media. They talked about it and talked about it and talked about it until, you know, they had to come out and say something.
Yeah, social media forces these mainstreams to actually do their jobs.
Yeah.
Because everybody talk about it so much on social media, they get to wondering, they get to realizing, hold on, how come the real news isn't talking about this?
That's right.
You know, social media is putting pressure on the news.
I'm trying to find out who these daggone candidates are.
Running with Larry Ham?
Uh-huh. Yeah. So, you know, let's take our hat off to Aaron Bushnell, because that's somebody who has a conviction that this is wrong.
It's more than dedication.
There was a white girl who did it too. You know? Yeah, but that didn't That didn't come up, you know.
I haven't heard of that.
Yeah, yeah. And I haven't been able to find out her name. How you gonna burn yourself up in public and nobody reports on it?
What's it called? Self-immolation?
Yes, yes. I remember back during the Vietnam War, these Buddhist monks, some of them would do that over in Vietnam, just so graphic, they showed that on television, now, of course, they wasn't white people. They show them burning, they won't show Aaron Bushnell burning because he's white, they don't show you white people burning. That's good, but hat off to Aaron Bushnell. Okay. Yep. Okay. We're talking about Joe Biden.
That's your president.
Yes, he is.
That's your president.
Yes, he is. He is my president. He might continue to be my president, but not if he's dependent on my vote. Cause, nah, man, nah, I can't. At some point, when you go to the United Nations, the Security Council, and they put up a ceasefire motion, and the whole world votes in favor of the ceasefire, and the only hand that goes up is from the United States that against it. How can you not want a ceasefire unless
you're complicit?
Yeah. Unless you want the killing to continue. And like these I almost said it, didn't I? These fools, that's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say fools. These fools talking about United States. I forgot what I was gonna say now. I shouldn't have stopped myself.
I understand that.
But they I don't know. But anyway, so we have to do something about that. We have and the thing is, son, it's just like the businesses, the black businesses not getting with their fair share. Not just businesses, but black people, non-white people in general. It's not just black people not getting their fair share. It's non-white people. Okay, all right.
It's different for black people in America, though. Chinese people got, when they get mistreated in America, they got the Chinese government that'll help them out in some way. Black people don't got no way. We got to turn to the government that's doing the abuse. So it's not really the same.
Well, maybe not for the Chinese, but there's also the American Indian.
Well,
they ain't got nobody to turn to.
Yes, the American Indian.
Even though they do have sovereignty over some of their land, and they can build casinos and other things, but they got. Let me tell you what, they got as much of a behind kicking as anybody. As anybody. Don't misunderstand that. So it's all right. That's all right. But the main points I want to bring home today is that number one, vote for Larry Ham. If you don't know who he is, just Google him. Larry Ham. Larry Ham, running for the Senate. Google him. He's a black man that's been out in the streets since he was 17 years old. He's 70 now. He's been out in the street since he was 17 years old, helping, doing for black people. Everything that has ever gone down, Larry Ham has been there. You call and you need assistance at doing something, Larry Ham will be there. Okay?
And he's also a former guest on our podcast.
Yes, that's very true. A couple times, I do believe. You know? So Larry Ham is for black people. He is for all people. But he is especially for black people because he's a black man. Okay? So that's the number one thing. Number two thing I have to say, don't vote for Joe Biden. Don't do it. Don't do it. He ain't done nothing for us. He's over there killing black and brown people in Gaza. He's allowing black and brown people to die in the Sudan, in the Congo, all around the world. Oh, I almost said it again. Screw Joe Biden and the Democrats. The hell with the Democrats. The hell with them.
All of them.
All of them. Each and every last one. Maybe not all of them. Cause what's her name?
AOC.
I don't know much about her. I'm talking about what's her name? Tlaib. I think she's Palestinian.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's trying to do something. You know. We gotta. I don't care. I'm sick. I'm sick. Next week, I think we're gonna have a guest. Italia.
Miss
Armstrong.
Armstrong.
Yes. I was talking with her at the Larry Ham event. Well, where Larry Ham was a guest speaker. It was the nonviolence event given by Brother Divine and Sister Maati. At that event, she was there, and I was speaking with her about coming on next week. I have to get in touch with her to make sure that it gets to be definite. So hopefully she'll be on next week. Okay?
Yes.
Okay.
But I just want to say real quick, shout out to Ghana. Made important, changes in their laws recently. I applaud. Thank you, Ghana.
What laws?
They have an LGBTQ law that they passed in Ghana. Just, Google it.
What did it say?
Google it, Pop.
Why would I Google it if I can ask you?
Basically, they're passing out jail sentences for people that are, promoting LGBTQ agenda.
Oh, that's all over Africa. That's all over Africa. They don't play that. They don't play that. And a lot of the countries have been threatened by the West for doing that. But these people, they're culturally different than we are. And they have the right to do whatever they want to do. Okay? Without us telling them that they're going to be sanctioned for doing it. Okay? Now, whether we agree with it, I know you're not happy with it, Danny. Whether we agree with it or don't agree with it, it's their business. That's just like these coups that have gone on in Burkina Faso and Niger, and Mali. We're against that also. But that's them people. Shit, we got a damn foolish ass president who is killing Ghazians. Don't nobody say they against that. You know what I mean? But they start talking about these alphabet people and oh, yes, why they do that? Why they do that? Why are we killing Ghazians? Anyway, don't get me started. All right, some people can do what they want to do. Just like, damn it, we're doing. This country is doing what it wants to do.
Whatever it wants to do.
Ever it wants to do.
Whatever it wants to do.
Just shameful, you know. Okay, I can guarantee you one thing: the Ghanaian government won't be killing 40,000 people. I guarantee you that.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
All right, we got to go. Hopefully, we have Italia one next week. Thank you for being with us. We love you. We appreciate it. Thank you, Sean, our producer. Thank you, my son, Michael. Thank you, Al, and everybody who has joined us and everybody who will join us and see this on tape. We love you. And
thank you. Love you. Happy birthday, Messiah. Happy 7th birthday, Messiah, on Monday. I love you, son.
that's the 4th, isn't it?
The 4th. Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's good. All right. Good night, y'all.